Hi, Biggie, we're back, and today we're back for a video, kind of a rant video I wanted to do. So I haven't done one of those in a while. It's like, well, it's not a my thoughts video. It's gonna be talking about emulation. Yeah, I want to talk about this actually, like the whole thing of emulation, preservation, why emulators are a good thing. Okay. And when I was just watching a YouTube video. I don't know when it was. It was a couple. Well, I actually had this video made 4 days ago, but I don't know what happened. But the video I think was too not long, or it wouldn't upload. It was, I don't know what was wrong with it. Nothing to do with anything. No, I think no. I think the video got corrupted. So I have to redo it. So I was watching a YouTube video by Mudahar. I don't know. I just randomly watched it. And he was talking about how emulation is a good thing and how he's angry at Nintendo for not understanding the importance of an emulation. And after watching that video, yeah, I agree with that. I've always fought this, but I want to get it out here. Emulation, Nintendo. I understand, like, okay, what you're coming from a little bit. Newer products, okay? Like, Super Mario Odyssey. Okay, maybe the Switch is still being made. Okay, let's get into why emulation, though. Okay, well, we're going to go over the things that aren't probably good, I would say isn't for emulation, the things that are good for emulation. Let's get the bad stuff over first, because there ain't much. One of the bad things about emulation is, I think you shouldn't use emulators for, is downloading games that are new. Like, if you're going to download games from the GameCube or PS2 or Dreamcast, even the PS3, like, or way before that, I don't see any problem with it. And I'm going to get more into that later. If you're going to download newer games, though, like Mario Odyssey and stuff, the console's still being made, and people are still working on the Nintendo Switch. So, I don't think, I don't agree with that one. Like, I don't think when the games are still available, and actually want to play on your computer without the stupid Switch chart. The Switch, I will be honest, I don't know if there's a cable for it, like a proper charging cable so you can play as it's charging, like the DS. Nintendo, if you're watching this, if there isn't one, can you please make something like that so I can plug in my Switch and play it? Because I can't do that. I would like to be able to play the Switch and have it charged while it's charging. The DS lets you do that. Like, I can't charge it and play it at the same time. Like, even when you play it on the TV, it will ask you to charge it. What? It's on the TV. Stupid. That's dumb. Not even the DS doesn't do that. Yeah, so if you're gonna play games that are like really new, like Mario Odyssey and the new games that just come out, I don't agree with that one. Even I will be like, no, you. However, if you want, what I'm saying is downloading them. If you're gonna take your actual game, if you already own it, and you want to play a brand new game that just came out on your emulator, I don't see anything wrong with that. You've already gave Nintendo money. You've already bought it, or any other company. You bought the product. You want to play it on a computer, not because you want to whip it and put it. It's because you just want to play it with maybe cheat settings. You want to play it with better for frame rate that differs, because if you're gonna emulate anything, you're gonna have frame rate issues. Unless you play it like me, I have a gaming computer, so I don't have that problem. Well, we'll get into that a little bit later. I can't see how many times I'm going to say it in this video. But, yeah, emulation, there is, so that's one of the bad things. You can play newer games that are too new. But if you're going to let's say you buy Mario Odyssey, but you want to play on your computer without a stupid charger, like the Switch. Then, yeah, if you own the game, you know how to whip it to your computer, I don't see any problem with that. Because you already own it. An older GameCube game like Pokemon Channel, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, the SpongeBob movie game, Luigi's Mansion, Super Mario Sunshine, Sunshine. A game you give prisoners to play. Well, I'm kidding. Mario Sunshine is fun, but I could make a whole video how much I have a conflicting opinion towards the Mario Sunshine, but it's one of those games, over the years, I've gotten less bitter towards it, but I will be honest, I still prefer Mario 64. Like, who doesn't, right? But I don't think... I could make a whole video talking about Mario Sunshine, though. Like, I might at some point. Because I got a bone to pick of that game. At the same time, I like it more than I used to, but It's like there's a lot of problems with that game, but we're not here for that. But well, it's getting old, but you know what I mean. So yeah, if you want to take, if you already own the game, I don't see anything wrong with that. Like the other bad thing about it is, let's see, is there any more bad thing I can think about? Okay, the other bad thing is honestly, I don't think no, I don't think anything else bad. If you have anything else, you can say, but I think only newer games. Here's the good thing about emulation. Okay, number one, your games don't look like shit. On a modern TV, which I have over here, or I don't know if the phone's gonna be mirrored because this phone does this. It might be mirrored, so because when I record flipping this way to talk, the phone kind of mirrors stuff. I don't know why. I don't know how to fix that, but whatever. But I have a TV right there or whatever it's showing. If it's mirrored, I don't know, but it's that's a newer TV. It's not an older TV like Square TV like the. So GameCube and older consoles are not going to look as good on that because it's a modern TV. So you're going to have yeah, PS2 looks atrocious on modern TVs. I play this brilliant emulator called PCSX2. PCSX2. If you haven't heard of it, I recommend playing it. But the only downside to PCSX2. Okay, one more downside to. Well, no. I would say downsides. That's not bad. I'm gonna freak. No, we're not focusing on. We're focusing on the bad and the good. I mean, okay. Well, I'll give one more bad thing to emulation. Computer strictness to how good or bad your computer is, or whatever. Most emulators are okay if you have a good computer, at least like enough, like a more modern one. It's not from the 19th century or maybe like 2007. I don't know, but PCSX2 specifically, very demanding. If you have anything that's not you basically need for PCSX2 to work, you basically need a gaming computer. No exceptions. No exceptions. Because if you try to use anything but that, you're gonna get stuttering like all the time. There is some fixes though. You can turn on there's a setting, I don't know what it's called, I forget. I haven't used it because I have a gaming, I don't need to use it now, but you can kind of fix the frame rate on some games, but you're not playing Sly Cooper games. Not working. No, they'll be slow all the time. Yep. Sorry, Sly Cooper fans. That's very irritating because I like these games, but now I can actually play them because I have a gaming computer. But before I had that, I could not play Sly 1 and 2. My second Sly 2, I love that one, and I can't play any of them. They were all on like shit. So now I got a gaming computer. Still, they don't run well. You have to go into the settings and turn your graphics card in the graphics plugin settings. You got to turn it to like the lowest one, like LGX 11 or not, whatever it's called. I'm using 1.6 PSXX2, and that's what I do. Even with my gaming computer, I have to play on 1.10. So Sly is what I don't know what's wrong with Sly, why it does this, but once you do that, if you have a gaming computer, Sly will run at full speed. It's almost like the console. The only glitch of Sly, I hope they fix this at some point. Maybe it's already. Well, I'm playing 1.6, so it's probably already fixed. But if you PCXX2 users ever watch this, sure you will. The guys that make this will know how to. Can you please fix Sly 2? Sly games with the shadow glitches. There's no shadow on the characters. I don't know if this is already fixed. You guys can tell me if someone knows that if you know a fix for this, or maybe there's already a new. I'm using 1.6, so it's an older build. But the bug is there's no shadow on your characters, so when you jump, you can't see. It's very, very, very much a problem when you want to play the bird mini game with the lumberjack games, where all the seagulls are trying to swoop down and get the egg that Bentley's carrying, because you can't see what the seagulls are swooping, right? So you're gonna get hit constantly. So it's very annoying. Like, you can play it with save states, but it can be very tedious. I tried using the Sly Cooper Trilogy Trainer to, like, moon jump, but you can't moon jump while carrying something for some stupid reason. But anyway, the Sly Cooper Trilogy Trainer is pretty fun to use. I will make videos on that at some point. I'm sure you've seen it by another YouTuber, whatever his name is. But I like that program. It's a bit weird to use, honestly. I think it's fine, you know what I mean? But it's a bit of a pain in the ass to set up. I don't know what's wrong with the program, but it works. But I have no problems with it. I've been using it for 3 months, 4 months. I don't know why it's such a pain in the ass to install. No, I understand it. Don't get it all. Anyway, back to emulation. Nintendo. What do you got against emulators? Okay, people's people are playing games from the 2000 and the old days, like GameCube and Wii. These games are old. If you want, you're not even porting a lot of the older games. Look up. It's gonna be mirrored. It's gonna be mirrored. I'm gonna just do this quick. Bikini Bottom. There we go. Not mirrored. This game is not... Nintendo does not make this game, but they have it on the GameCube. You know, see, it says right here. License... Yeah, but anyway, Nintendo, can you port this game at some point? Because if you're not going to port stuff, we're going to emulate them. Because you don't even let us play... I want to play this game, the GameCube version, on my Switch at some point. That'd be cool. Like, if I can't legally do that, if I can't legally do it, I'm gonna do it the other way. Like, oh, well, you can technically whip your discs if you already own them. So that's another argument. You can whip your games. Legally whip them. If you own, I'm not talking about putting them online to the people download them. Yeah, that's very shady. Of course I download them, but I'm saying it's shady, right? But if you're just trying to whip your discs off your CD and play it on your computer, I don't see what the hell's wrong with that. Because you're whipping your game. I legally have this game. I legally own it. Right here. Backwards mirror, I know, but Nintendo, it's right here. Like, honestly. I own the game. Like, I don't know how to whip stuff. I don't know how that works. I know how to mod Bikini Bottom. I'm learning modding. I know a lot of things I haven't learned in the past. But thanks to the pandemic, okay, I don't want to go negative on this, but during the pandemic, we were all stuck in our houses, and it was not fun. But I learned during that time, I learned a lot about how to modding, in computers and stuff, because we were all stuck. So I will give the pandemic one thing. It got me better at learning how to mod, because I was home, yeah. And I learned how to download emulators. I know how to download games. I know how to do a lot of this stuff now, because before the pandemic, I had to ask, I didn't know all that stuff, but now I learned it, so... it's one positive to this whole thing, but luckily that's behind us now. I'm glad about that. There's a new variant, but we'll not be negative here. This channel's not to be talking about this. Right now, at least. I don't want to keep positive, but yeah. See, I own this game. I own that game. I own Mail Sunshine. I own Mail 64. Great game. Well, that's never a console, but I own, Also, back to the TV thing. If you play these older games on older TVs, they look like crap. Like, if I was playing my PCSX2 emulator for weeks and weeks. Like, a lot of these games I play. Then I went to there's some of these games, okay, there's one game I didn't own. Of course it's gonna happen. Sometimes you're gonna download them, but, sometimes I'll like the game so much I'll actually play it on I want to buy the disc and see how it works, how it goes back and forth between emulation versus console. Like, what game is it? Larry Boy and the Bad Apple. I don't have the case around here, but there's a funny glitch you can do where if you take the disc out of the emulator virtually and put another game in, you can hear the other game's audio. It will start, disc swap. But if Alfred or whoever is talking, they'll keep talking, but the game will keep reading the other disc. It won't stop reading the other disc until you put the disc back in. No, it will not stop reading it. You can literally sit back and listen to the whole game. I'm not making this up. There's even a bug, it doesn't do it all the time, but it can happen. Sometimes also when you put the disc back in, it can bug out even more and read the actual Larry Boy game, but read through the whole audio, one by one. It literally can do that. It's a mess. There's a glitch that lets you do that. I want to try how it works on CD. Of course, emulators are better. They're more powerful. What happens when I try on the disc? Crash, because the console can't handle the stacking. So you can stack one thing and it will read the whole disc, but if you try to move, it will crash. So on emulator, you can have Larry text reading Madagascar 1, or okay, let's say you swap Larry Boy and the Bad Apple with Despicable Me. You can have Despicable Me playing for 4 different characters. You can have Alfred talking Gru, and you can have Chipmunk Vector talking with the Mayor Blueberry. You can have every time you can attack you can stack. You can have the game playing 4 different times because it's stacking, kind of what Bikini Bomb does with the audio glitches. On console, you can't do that because it crashes. So emulation, there's a lot of funny things. That's never a pro I give emulation. Some glitches crash your console so easily. Bikini Bottom sound glitch. If you want to do the sound glitch in Bikini Bottom, you can only go to the credits 12 times on GameCube. After that, your game will crash. That's what everyone knows about. No, that's not what's supposed to happen. If you use the emulator, it won't crash because it's more powerful. It can handle the gaming. Older consoles can't handle confusion, I guess. So what happens is when you go there too many times, the game, all hell breaks loose. The sound starts stacking. Chipmunks, every time you jump and attack, it stacks and stacks on top of itself. So let's say when you swipe, like with SpongeBob, you do that attack move. Let's say it's Squidward talking. You just do it again. It will talk again. And then you can have Mrs. Puff talking. It's like looping, like echoing. It's a complete mess. If you haven't tried those glitches out, why don't you try it? It's freaking hilarious. You want to cause it? Easy. Use Dolphin Emulator stable development version. Use Bikini Bottom, GameCube. Well, yeah. Go into the SpongeBob Arena 13 or 12 times. Yeah, there you go. Glitch works. It's funny, and you guys should try it. It's freaking hilarious. I don't know no mixed feels on it. It's freaking funny. Anyway, another thing about emulation that's good is you can customize your game. You can change the graphics, how good it looks. You can add 4K graphics. You can upscale your resolution. You can do a lot of good stuff like that. You can do that on the console. Another great thing about emulation is the option to use cheats. You can go into the game, and some games have fun cheats. Of course, they're AR codes, but you can use the action replay disc. We have to go out and find one, and to be honest, they're hard to find. I used to own one, but apparently it got a little crack in it. Don't know how that even happened. Probably because it doesn't come with a damn case. It just comes with a little stick. You open it, and you just have a disc. Yeah, my disc got cracked, unfortunately. I don't have it anymore. RIP. I have to buy another one, but at this point in time, I can use the emulator to cause these cheats. So that's kind of cool. And another important thing. Number 4, positivity of emulation. What do we got 4 here? Passion. Modding community. People can, like Bikini Bottom. This is a 2003 game, right? People in this day and age are still making mods. People like me, I'm modding this game. If you didn't know that, I mod Bikini Bottom. I haven't uploaded any of my mods yet to any website because I haven't got around to it yet. I haven't done that yet. I don't know how to do that right now, but I'm going to get to it at some point. I'm working on a new custom map with this game. I'm really making a new custom level. It's going to have one big level and 2 sub areas. Okay, I kind of spoiled it. Oh well. But it's going to have like one big area and then 2 minigame sub areas. I'm going to make this mod's, I'm really excited. I hope you guys enjoy when it comes out. Just to see it, and at some point you'll be able to play it when I actually get it on. But I hope you guys enjoy it. I put a lot of time into it. I'm really looking forward to showing you guys it. Yeah, modding without emulators. What are you gonna do? Mod Industrial Park. There's a program called Industrial Park made by awesome Igor C Boss 4. Shout out to you for making this program. A great program. Hope you keep updating it, and I really love you. I really love that program. Anyway, without emulators, how can you mod it? Industrial Park, you see, I can use this is a game from 2003. I can keep playing this game and keep adding more stuff to it and making the game more fun for years to come. Because you can keep modding it and keep making it better. I don't see any problem with that. It gives the community. Nintendo even said with this is SpongeBob. But Mario. One person made a mod for Mario 64. And Nintendo got mad at them. You might think, okay, did the person try to sell it illegally and get money for it? Nope. Did the person not give it? Did the person say Nintendo didn't? Did the person try to say that Nintendo? Did they make the game from scratch? Of what Nintendo's like? No. Like what I'm trying to say is that Nintendo people, they're fans. Why are you mad at them? They're not selling your product and making money off of it. The people downloading games, that's shady. But what I'm trying to say though is, Mario 64 Star Road is just a mod. If no one's trying to, or whatever you call it, 64 Chaos Edition. They're just passion mods. People are not making money off them. If you're trying to sell it and say I made this game from, I wouldn't. No. If you're just making like, you just want to put the thing on. I guess that's fine. I don't see anything wrong with that. Oh my god, I get so mad when I think about it. I get tired of this Nintendo thing, and I get angry. Like, and the downloading game thing, yeah, that's it's shady. Yeah, I know. I do it. You do it. We all do it. But at the same time, is we're downloading games that are old. Okay, I'm not downloading Mouse Odyssey. Okay, I'm like all this other stuff. I'm not. Yeah. And here's a fifth good thing about emulation. What would it five here? Preservation. The thing I said at the start of this video. Preservation. Don't know what that means? In case you don't know what that means, I'll explain it. It means game lasting of a product. So let's say my Bikini Bottom disc breaks on me. Oh boy, has it though. If you don't know Bikini Bottom on GameCube, the quality of these discs are shit. Shit. Bikini Bottom I'm talking about. Not the game, the CDs themselves. They are made out of, I don't know what, but they can just, like, snap on you. And it's happened to multiple people. And I thought it was an isolated issue. It ain't. I'm sure one of you guys have had the same problem with this game. Where you, I'm going to show you. This is my good copy. It's not in the case right now. It's in the GameCube. I'm going to show something else. This is my good copy. I'm sure one of you guys have had a copy like this. Someone on the internet, and before anyone says, what are you talking about? I never heard. I've had people talk about this. I've heard YouTubers mention this before. Where their disc will, like, snap. A crack on you. Yeah. This is another copy I got. I got this way back in 2017 from my local game store. The disc was in, it came not busted, but it had I'll show you. Bikini Bottom is not made out of the good stuff. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with this game, but apparently it has a tendency to either snap on you, or the tendency to stop reading the CD. You know, disc read error. Oh, yeah, these are the two problems with Bikini Bottom on GameCube. This is what my disc did. Yeah. You see that? Yeah, there we go. You see that shit? I've never copied this. But you see what happened here? There's a giant crack, like, it's split. There's my finger. I gotta find it. There it is. See this split right there? There's like two cracks going up. And you think that, no, I did not do, it just broke. Because there's a mold defect. It's not gonna show on camera, is it? Probably not. I'll try to show it. I'll try to get it. But here's the back of the disc. Look at that. A piece fell off right here. There's a big chunk right off that fell. I have it. It's in the case, but yeah. And there's a crack going all the way up here. It split right through the CD like this. It broke. Yeah, this side did not break right through, but it broke on this. Now, you're gonna look at this and be like, "Holy frig!" Yeah, that's what happened to the CD. It's that shit. This game can. Look, that's what it looks like. It really split like that. It's all deteriorating. It's like all this gold is coming off. I don't know what all that is, but yeah, it just broke. And my friend from school years ago, she actually said that hers did that. No, what I mean is, mine did not break. I got, this is a copy I got in 2017. Because my other copy, I think I sold it. I got bored of Bikini Bottom. You know how you sell your games, you kind of don't think it's, and then you kind of install it, and you appreciate how good this game is. I always liked this game, but you know what I mean. But I sold it. And then I got another copy. Before I bought it, my friend Lauren said, okay, that's her name. Her copy snapped on her. And I looked at her and went, oh, man. But in my head, I'm like, okay, you have little brothers, right? She had brothers. I'm like, okay, maybe they did it because it'd be a jerk. No. Then mine did it. So my head is like, I don't talk to her now, but I'm like, if I could talk to her, I'll probably show her my disc. But yeah, if you're watching this, yeah, that's what mine did. And if you actually are watching this, feel free to comment and say, did yours look like this? And if anybody else has seen a disc like this or had this problem, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, where it just breaks right through the damn game. Now, yeah, and this is a common issue, because it's happened to me. It's happened to me and other people. Like my friend, me, another YouTuber even said when I was a kid I had to buy another copy because it cracked on me. No, I'm serious. I've had it. A lot of people have mentioned this. I'm not even. This is ridiculous. Like, And not all the discs do this. I don't know why it does this. There's certain discs that if they're very brittle or something, they just tendency to crack. And if it does happen to you, rip your disc because I'm not gonna rest in peace because it's broken. See, that's why preservation's a good thing. Yes, I got another copy. You saw it's in the GameCube. I'm gonna make a comparison part to this later, but rip like emulation. Actually, you know what? We're not gonna show anything on camera because I'm recording through the phone, so it's not gonna look as good. But we'll get to this later. But oh boy, I just don't understand this. Like, so let's say if I didn't have this game on my computer, let's say this copy snapped, the one I ever won. If it broke too, I wouldn't have to play this game. I have to go on eBay and buy another copy again just to have it probably either break or not work again. Because GameCube Bikini Bottom, if you didn't know this, it can wear out. It can do that. And I don't know and now that you've known about it, now you know. If you didn't know about this, yes, your precious Bikini Bottom disc could break on you. And it's happened to multiple people. And every YouTuber's met that I don't even know. I didn't type in the video and like look, oh, it's glitch. I just watched people talk about this game. It was one unboxing video, and one guy said that they had the disc snap when they were a kid. They got a big crack in it. How many people have I found that said that? 7 people. And a lot, and 2, well, me and, okay, including me, my friend, okay, 6 maybe. One other person on YouTube, and then 2 other people. Yeah, 5 people. 5 people I meant to say. It's ridiculous. Like, honestly, I'm trying to show you the mold defect. If I can, does it even show on camera? Does it even show on camera? Honestly. Yeah, they're okay. Okay, right there. Look at this. It's all corroding. It's all corroded. I bought this from the store like that. See that cloudy fog right there where it's kind of like mold? It was disgusting. I don't know what this is, but it's like wadding inside. It's all the paint. I don't know what this is, but it's like gross. Look at that. Yes, what is this? What is this crap? Now, that actually happened. Yeah, there's a split. See right there? There's a little webbing. I can feel it. But what happened, there's a little mold defect, and I guess I touched it or a certain way because I was looking at it, and I don't know how I put it in the case a couple days, and then, yeah, it split. It just made a loud popping, and that's what it... So I'm guessing it was weak, but other discs, I don't think all have that, but they still can do this. I keep this disc because I like keeping defects. I didn't break that. My friends have talked about it, so it's kind of just I can look at it and go, wow, that's bad. But I keep, because it's just a factory defect. It's just the disc was not made of the right material. That's all it is. It's simple as that. They didn't use the right material to make that disc, and I'm not saying all manufacturers that made this game had a problem, but I'm just saying that there's a certain plant that made Bikini Bottom that snaps. That they can literally crack on you for GameCube. Don't know about the other consoles, but I know GameCube, it's very infamous. It can really crack on you. So, that's what's good about emulation, the preservation. So, yeah, better graphics, modding, games are playing on a bad TV. There's a lot of things that emulation makes emulation good. Now, how many good things have we gone over? Like 5. How many bad things does emulation give us? Like 2. The 2 bad things is, if your games are too new, yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, if the games are brand new, I don't recommend that one. 2, the other bad thing is some emulators do require better computers. Yeah. Everything else, there's way more good reasons. Like 5. There's probably more. But I'm just saying, Nintendo, stop worrying about it so much. Like, worry about newer games being, like, like your Switch or something. Maybe that, but, like, and any other company for that matter. Like, look at another positive. The Simpsons Hit and Run. How are we going to have mods for Hit and Run if we didn't have Lucas Mod Launcher? That's still an emulator. It's an emulator for Hit and Run. It's a way to get Hit and Run to run better on a better computer, on a more modern PC. Like it or not, the Lucas Mod Launcher is still an emulator. It's for other mods, but it's also to get Hit and Run upscaled, better resolution, DirectX 9, all this. That's emulator. That's all this cheat keys. It's still an emulator. It's emulator. Hit and One, we wouldn't have a lot of mods if it wasn't for that. See? That's a sixth thing. One for Hit and One PC. Even that. Like, there's so many pros to emulation and not many cons to emulation, is what I'm trying to say. Now, I had to get this out because it's been bugging me for a bit. But after watching Mudahar's video on it, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I agree with this. I don't worry about emulation. Because I go online on my computer I will never go on my computer and show you where to download games. Like, I will not do that. Because I don't want to get in shadiness with this, and B, I don't want these sites to go down, okay? If I show you that they might go down, or I don't want anything happening. Or C, well, that's two, yeah, it's two. Just, those are the two things. But yeah, I want to get this video out, and I love emulation. I'm sure a lot of people do. If you're young, you don't have emulator. When you get around to getting one, they're pretty fun. It makes games look better. If you're stuck playing on an old newer TV, put in Bikini Bottom, play it on your computer, and then go right to your TV and play without any like extra adapters. Just play it with your normal GameCube. You're gonna see it ones like crap. It's like they're not ones, but the graphics look terrible. Now on the phone, it probably won't be. I'm not gonna. I decided to scrap because we might not recognize the difference on a phone. But the same, yeah, it's just not very good. Like, my phone's got actually a newer phone, so it may even look, I don't know how, it might even look better. I don't know how it will look, but it won't be accurate, so, I don't have a capture card right now, so it won't look as accurate on there, so I'm not going to do it. But for those that have done this, console versus computer, you're going to see a big, you guys know what I'm talking about. Better graphics, just looks so good. So yeah, I want to make this video and talk about it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Nintendo, I just hope if you watch this, can you not worry about it so much? Like, if it's a more modern game, like Mail Odyssey or something brand new, I get that. But like anything else, it's not new. Like older games, I get that should not you're not making. Okay, here's I get back at this end of the video. Has Nintendo reported Bikini Bottom? Nope. To a modern console? Nope. Have you guys ported Super Smash Bros. Melee to a modern console? Nope. I mean, come on. I can go through a bunch of these games. There's people like Pokemon Channel, and like I don't mind it, and other people, hey, your Pikachu is very debatable on that one. I don't care. It's very annoying with the voice. Yeah, I prefer Pokemon Channel, honestly. But, no, you have not ported a lot of these older games. So, of course I'm going to emulate them. And it's not that's not the one reason, Nintendo. You guys watch this video. It's because of cheats, better graphics, modding, some glitches only work on. You can do more of a glitch because the emulator is more powerful than the console. Like Bikini Bottom, like I just said, the sound bug. If you go to, for those that don't know, if you go to the SpongeBob Arena 12 or 13 times, the sounds, twice, the sounds kind of get scrambled on the pause menu. For those that play on console, that's not all that's supposed to happen. If you keep going to the credits, past 12 times, all hell breaks loose. Every sound effect gets changed, everything, the whole game goes nuts. Sound stack, voices get mixed, it's a mess. It's as funny as anything, I love it. But it's really cool to see. However, it's good creepypasta material. On actual GameCube, all you get is your game just crashed. Yeah, it's like, because the console is probably trying to read stacking, and since it's a console, it's old, it can't handle it, so it crashes. So that's another reason why emulation is good, because you get more glitch. The glitches can be done, like, okay, here's a shitty game that no one wants to play. What's it called? Action 52. Yes, I hate that. I never played it. It's a shit piece of garbage. But there's a game called Ooze, whatever it's called. Yeah, it sounds wrong. What kind of name? But Ooze. There's you can't even get past the first level or second level. Your console, NES, whatever, crashing, whatever it's called, whatever console it's from. If you use an emulator, you can actually play through the whole Ooze. Woohoo, great game. But I'm just saying, you can do that. So it gives sometimes games run better on their actual hardware. Sometimes. And I was trying to play Barnyard. Barnyard, for some reason, I don't know what's wrong with that game. Is there anti-piracy in that game? I don't know. Barnyard will not work on any emulator. Almost none of them. GameCube emulator, yeah, it works. It does have a lot of choppy frame rate, even a better computer. It does but it works. It works. It's okay. But I don't know what's wrong with Barnyard. Is there like an anti-piracy measure in that game? Because if you try to emulate that game, mostly on PS2, it just doesn't work. Even the new emulator, they fix most of the graphic issues. Again, PixelX2. If you're still watching this, can you please make Barnyard like? Can you fix some of the frame rate issues, please, for people can play Barnyard? I want to play that game for years to come too. That's a game I like. I like still. When I want to be able to play that when these discs go, because they give and everything about emulation. Yeah, we're not done here. We're almost done here though. Is disc rot. A thing that not everyone on my channel knows about. I made a video on Sonic Adventure, no one really knew about that. I don't think happy people know what I'm talking about. It's where your disc disintegrates. It will oxidize. Your disc will get a bunch of pinholes in it, and if you those actually are the silver disappearing. Yes, for those that are younger on my channel don't know that. Yes, CDs can rot. Your discs can deteriorate over time. Mostly it's due to two reasons: manufacturing error, or you not holding and taking care of it right. There's two reasons where that can happen. And yes, at some point, a lot of these old games you love so much, Nintendo wants to admit it, aren't going to work anymore. They're going to rot and disappear. They get scratches, they're going to not work anymore. They break, but due to faulty discs material, they snap. I'm not saying all Bikini Bottom discs do that. I'm just saying there's a batch that can do that. And you didn't know that? Well, now you know. It's happened. It can happen. The other problem with Bikini Bottom is your disc can throw up an error message. Yes, Bikini Bottom has a lot of issues back in the day. I'm going to show that now. But before I show you that, I want to get the rest of this out. Wait, so just, yeah, I want to make this video just talking about this. And I'm not mad at anyone. Like, I'm not mad. Well, Nintendo, I'm a little bit, yeah. I'm mad. This is silly. Like, a lot of these other companies don't get so angry over it. They're not, because they know their games are old. I fully respect Nintendo for this. I respect it when it comes to newer games. I don't agree you should be downloading Mail to your computer and playing it. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with those games that are brand new. I'm up with Nintendo on that one. But everything else, I don't agree with it. I like emulators. I think they're fun and they give a game more replayability. Thanks to modding and thanks to everything else. It's like, it makes everything better in some ways. So, oh yeah, we got another reason why they're good. You can Lost Media. Have you heard of a channel called Beta 64? Beta 64? I have. Great channel. Sure you have too. He makes videos talking about how games are developed. How would we know that if it wasn't for getting into the game's ROMs and looking at the files? We wouldn't have that through emulation. We wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't have the option to go into Goo Lagoon, the early rough Goo Lagoon level in Bikini Bottom, and look at the glitchy level and see how it was before they finished it. We wouldn't be able to go to Patrick's Dream level. We wouldn't be able to go to Muscle Buff Pants. We wouldn't be able to access a lot of stuff. That's another reason. There's so many. How many things we have 6 positives. 1 or 2. Okay, maybe the negative to emulation could also be where to find safe websites to download games. But that's shady. So, a lot of them are viruses. You have to be careful where you're getting the games from. But that's a shady thing. I don't recommend downloading the games, but we have to play them because I don't know how to whip my games. Do I know how to whip my own games? No, I don't know how to put them on my computer. I don't know how that works. So I will go about doing that because I know how to do it. If it was easier to do and less tedious, yes. But at this day and age, it isn't. It's tedious, so I don't bother it. I just get them. But for what? To play my games to sell them to my friends and say, here's $30 for Bikini Bottom. No, just for me to play a game that I played as a kid on my modern computer. That's it. I'm not doing anything. That's all I'm doing. Shit. Anyway, so here's another thing. I want to show you what my ever Bikini Bottom disc I own tends to do. It's not cracked or anything, but Bikini Bottom has 2 issues on GameCube. Either it can snap, or the main issue, the snapping thing's not, not most discs, not all of them do that. Don't worry, not all of them do that. The ever issue of Bikini Bottom is the main issue you're going to have in this game is disc failure. Or the disc will stop, the disc cannot be read. I'll show you that, and then I'm going to wrap up this video. Here's my Nintendo GameCube. I'm going to turn it on. And hold like this because I'm going to show you this. I'm just going to hold it right now because I have my controller right here. I'm like moving it right now. You're going to be able to get... It might not do it right now, actually. We'll see. If I click this... Nope, it did it. The game disc cannot be read because, yeah, blah, blah, and all this shit. So, yeah, and this is what my game does all the time. So, this is my ever copy. The copy I got after my one that broke. It didn't do when I bought it. This started happening during COVID, ironically. And it kind of comes and goes. The disc will work, and then it won't, then it will, then it kind of goes back and forth, honestly. Yeah, so, Bikini Bomb has two issues on actual CD. Either it will snap and the disc can crack. Very rare. Okay, it's not very rare, but it's like 5 people have mentioned it. Me and 4 other people, so it's not rare. But the main issue you will have with this game is the disc will stop working. And this is very common. People mention this all the time. Well, every Nintendo games do this because they're not made well. The discs are shit. I don't know what's wrong. You barely have to scratch them or anything, and they stop working. Like, honestly. And other discs don't do this on my GameCube. Oh, I have one other game that does this. Mario Kart Double Dash. That game is not shy from doing that. A lot of friends have talked about that disc that will stop, not crack, but start not reading correctly. Yep. Thanks to emulation, I can play Mario Double Dash without reading issues, which is nice. God. You see, this is what I have to put up with this stupid game. That's why I like emulating it now. Because I'm tired of this game always conking out all the time. I said conking out. I didn't say a bad word in case someone heard it wrong. God, I hate when games do this. Yeah, this is how my actual Bikini Bomb disc is right now. My OG CD. It's this garbage. This was a good disc back in 2018, but 3 years later, I don't know what happened to it. So I have one disc that's broken. I still keep it because I want to show people how bad it is. I can show people how bad it looks because it's kind of funny. And this disc is not broken, but it's broken in the sense of it not reading correctly, not cracked or anything. Yeah, it keeps. And I can even try this. Right? We have options for this. We can try opening it. There's the disc. You can see it. Blah blah. Close it. Is it gonna work? Probably not. It does. It does come. You can't get the game on. But you have to really fight with it. Holy crap. Work. It's not working today, is it? You're not feeling the Bikini Bomb? You're not feeling that SpongeBob today? You're not gonna work? Fine. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, boy. Yeah, so this is the problem I have. Yeah, so that's why, so now you see how my actual OG Bikini Bomb disc is, and why I emulate, like, all the time now. Because it works, also because I like the modding, and none of that stuff works on console. None of the modding and Patrick Stream level, all that, you can't get in on console. Well, you can homebrew your console, but I don't know how that works. So, it's just easier for everyone that wants to get into modding, like any kid, 6-year-old, 8-year-old, younger kids, you can emulate the games and mod pretty easily. It's not as hard. Homebrewing a console, and not many people are going to know that, especially the young people. But yeah, it's just saying, like, you might learn it, you can learn it, I can learn it, we can all learn it, but it's way easier to just emulate them. And that's why I have to put up my actual CD. That's how bad it acts now. One is broken, as you saw, and this one is just disk read error every second. I played a bit last night, for a little bit, but most of the time I don't play the disc because of reasons of you don't get all the mods, and you don't have access to Industrial Park and all this other stuff, randomizer and stuff. And the other reason is because my disc works like crap right now. So yeah, just had to bone a pick with Nintendo with this, and I wanted to say why emulators are good, and I gave a lot of reasons. And yeah, it's good for years to come because we're gonna have these games are gonna get old. The consoles are gonna break too. Yep, Sega Dreamcast specifically always wears out on everyone. My console still works, but I had to replace it like 3 times because it's bad. The console wears out. Not the Dreamcast isn't bad, just the quality of it is bad. Great console, but it wears out. Yeah, I have to replace. So due to emulation, if you don't have viruses on your computer, that's the one. If your computer goes, back up your stuff always. I don't do that very often, but I should. But you back up your stuff so you have something wrong, you can put it back. But if your console goes or your disc snaps, your disc wears out, well, can't play your games now. That's why I like emulator. Another good thing about emulation. So thanks for watching so much. I hope you enjoyed that video talking about emulation. I enjoyed making it. I want to get this out there. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Share this video with your friends. All that stuff. Join the next video. Peace. Bye guys.